Hey YouTube, welcome back. Hey, I want to talk to you guys today about fans, especially when you're off the grid. Sometimes, like the big fans and stuff, they use huge amounts of power. In my other video, when I talk about cooling our tiny house, our 12 by 32, I talk about the fan and how fast it drags it down. The quick way to figure out how many watts something uses, of an appliance or whatever, is you take your volts and you take the amps. And on the back of them, if you look on the back, it'll tell you how many amps and how many volts it takes. No, this one shows how many watts it is, and I'm not sure if this one does. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not prepared, but I know on the box it says this is takes 5 amps, and if it's 120 volts, that's peak power. Everybody has to remember, when you first turn on the light switch, the old school incandescent lights, it would pop. When the light bulb would burn out, it would pop because it has a peak. If you look at a chart, you turn the voltages off, and all of a sudden you turn it on to 120 volts, it goes straight up, and it goes back down to 110 RMS. I don't remember what RMS stands for, so please forgive me about that. But what I can tell you is, with 110 volts times 5 amps, that's 550 watts. That is huge amount. Microwaves go from anywhere from 1,000 watts to 1,500 watts, 1,200 watts. So you're almost running a fan, let's say, for an hour. It was just like running a microwave. If you have 2 fans, 2 of these fans, so you have another one setting over here, it would be over 1,000 watts. It's like having a microwave on all night and all day. So when people say, the air conditioner is so expensive and all we need is a bunch of fans in our house, well, if you don't look at your amps and your power and stuff like that, you're going to be running more wattage, more power use just running off your fans than you would the air conditioner. So it's kind of a catch-22. But I digress on this. I have this one plugged in right now. My power inverter, you might be able to hear it right now. Hear that? Okay, but now watch. When I turn, this is on low and high. Remember, this is 550 watts on high power. Hear that power inverter just kick off? I mean, you have a lot of volume of air. You do, but it's such high power. You just drain your power supply, your batteries and everything else. It's just crazy. See, I mean, I even turned it off and I have a power surge. So that is not an ideal thing for off-grid homestead living and stuff like that. But now I want to show you this one. This one right over here. I'm trying to plug this in with one hand. This little baby one. Now check this out. Listen for the power inverter. Okay? This uses only 5 volts, because it's a USB one, and 0.5 amps. So you're only using 2.5 watts on this whole setup. You take your voltage times your amperage. Okay, this one I can run all night long. It gives off nice, cool breeze. But I could have 4 of these and would only run 10 watts total. Do you see what I'm saying? 550 watts, or 4 of these, which I'm feeling pretty cool air right now. 4 of these would equal 10 watts. So in essence, you could have 4 times into 550. I mean, you could have so many little fans running around your house, you'd be just like a wind turbine. This is another one that we bought our kids. We bought this one at the Dollar General. It takes 2 AA batteries, and it turns on kind of loud, kind of plasticky. This one's metal. Right here, this one's plastic. This one only runs for about 2 hours. We have rechargeable batteries that we use at our homestead. I highly recommend that. The battery charger that we have only takes 10 watts an hour, pretty much 10 watts to run it to recharge your batteries. So if this thing runs, and that's an hour-long battery charger for the AA's, so it takes 10 watts to run for 2 hours, essentially, because 2 batteries takes 10 watts to run for 1 hour, okay, to charge them up. And then and this thing will run for 2 hours. So it's actually like 5 watts an hour, if you want to put it that way, for only 2 hours. It is not economical to use these with AA batteries versus one of these USB ones. And you can see it's metal. I mean, this thing is pretty strong, pretty sturdy, everything else. But this one is just plastic. I got my other son a green one of these. It doesn't matter about the color, it's just pigment. But his broke after 2 or 3 sets of batteries, which is only 4 or 5 hours. Granted, we only paid $5 for this one, and we paid $8 for this one. So $5 with more batteries and less structural integrity and stuff like that. It's just junk. I mean, it's Dollar General, so what do you expect? But this one from Dollar General, the metal one, it's not UL listed and approved. It's ETB or ETV or something like that. UL listed is Underwriters Laboratories. It's pretty safe for stuff. I know that one's rated a different one. I'm not sure which one that is. I haven't looked at the rating, but to me it's pretty safe. You can mount it into a computer, USB port, cigarette charger in your car or whatnot. But I would recommend this one over this, and definitely over this, and definitely over that too. It's been really, really warm lately around here. That's why I haven't made a lot of videos. We've been trying to stay nice and cool and stuff. We've been experimenting a little bit with cooling and everything else. The air conditioner right now is still the best thing around. But these little fans right here, the air conditioner, we run off a generator. So during the afternoon when we charge our battery system, our battery bank, we run the generator and we use a microwave and we use it just like a regular house, and etc., etc. And we cool the house down with the air conditioner. But at nighttime and everything else, we have these little fans. They're nice and quiet. They move a lot of air, not a lot because the surface volume isn't there. But I would highly recommend this one over this one, and definitely over this one. So 2.5 watts for one, 5 watts for 1 hour, or 10 watts for 2 hours, and then you have to change it over again, or 550 watts. So take your pick. I'm guaranteeing you this one you'll be much more pleased, because when I plugged that one in with our battery bank and a power inverter, I didn't think it was going to use that much watts. I should have looked on the back, and I don't know if they make energy efficient fans, but everybody thinks, oh, if you have fans it's a lot cheaper on electricity and blah 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 blah. If you have 2 of these, that's over 1,000 watts. That's like running a microwave for 24 hours a day in your house if you have 2 of them. So I mean, just think of what you guys are doing. People that are even on the grid run like 2, 3, 4 of these. That's like having 2 microwaves run 24 hours a day. I have to have it on to sleep and blah 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 blah. Get yourself one of these. It's only 2.5 watts. Your electricity bill will go down even if you're on the grid. So my recommendation, this little bad boy right here, I'm going to pick up a bunch more of these and replace these. I'm going to probably sell this, give it away, I don't know. Maybe keep it for the mortars, but other than that, it's junk. But thanks for watching, guys. If you learned something or you liked the video and you think some people need some knowledge about fans, especially off the grid living, or even camping in your camper or whatnot, motorhome or anything else, go with the little USB ones. Make sure you look at the volts, take your voltage times your amperage, and that'll give you your wattage. So thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and do so. We're getting a lot of subscribers lately. I want to welcome everybody to the channel. If you guys have any messages, I'm pretty good at giving back the messages, and sometimes I'm not, sometimes I am. It all depends on how busy and hot and how my head's feeling and everything else. So thanks again for watching, guys, and have yourself a great night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.